The spotted hyena is one of Africa's most feared and hated predators, and for good reason. Hyenas boast large, strong bodies, unrivaled determination, sheer numbers, and bone-crushing jaw power. Their physical attributes and keen senses make them world-class hunters and scavengers. However, even the formidable hyena can sometimes pick battles it is ill-equipped to win. The following video highlights 10 opponents who can give hyenas a taste of their own painful medicine. Number 10. Porcupine. Anyone who knows what's good for them knows not to mess with these prickly rodents. The Cape porcupine, Hystrix africa australis, and crested porcupine, Hystrix cristata, are both native to the savannas and woodlands of Africa, and therefore likely to run into hyenas. In fact, encounters are quite common because hyenas and porcupines may sometimes squabble over burrows. These real estate clashes can get rough and even deadly, especially for the porcupine. However, porcupines occasionally get the last laugh over the predators. Armed with thousands of sharp quills, the porcupine is far from an easy snack. Quills are made of the protein keratin, the same substance that forms human hair and fingernails, and they run along the entirety of the animal's backs. When threatened, both Cape and crested porcupines will raise their 10 to 12-inch quills to make themselves larger before shaking them to make an intimidating rattling sound. If a burrow is near, they will dart inside, leaving the quills exposed. If there is no shelter, they will turn their backs on the aggressor and charge backward to stick aggressors with quills. These quills are painful and may remain stuck in the flesh for days or weeks, hindering movement or eating. Hyenas have been known to die from starvation or even infection from porcupine quills. It is mostly juvenile hyenas that tend to mess with porcupines, and they usually learn a painful lesson. Adults usually avoid them because the little meat they have is not worth the quills. Number 9. Honey badger. Another feisty little critter. Where the honey badger, Melivora capensis, lacks sharp quills, it makes up for through tenacity and grit. Pound for pound, this member of the weasel family is arguably the most ferocious animal on the African continent. Born rebels, these savage little beasts even feast on deadly snakes and scorpions. Measuring 25 to 40 inches long and weighing between 11 and 35 pounds, the honey badger hardly seems a match for a murderous hyena. However, this is the rare case where numbers are misleading. Honey badgers have excellent reflexes, sharp senses, and strong jaws lined with classic carnivoran teeth. They deliver sharp bites to victims, causing significant pain to even large animals like buffalo. They also have an interesting defensive adaptation against the predators in their environment: loose skin. This makes it difficult for a biter to get a proper grip on the badger's body. If a hyena bites the skin, the badger can still swivel around and bite the hyena in the face. While hyenas are pretty tough, their noses and eyes are still vulnerable to life-altering damage. A severe injury to those organs can be a death sentence in the unforgiving wild. Again, adult hyenas generally know better than to mess with the honey badger, but cubs and adolescents tend to learn this the hard way. Number 8. Black mamba. The black mamba, Dendroaspis polylepsis, is the most feared snake in Africa, and for good reason. This super serpent boasts incredible speed, agility, and aggression. It is exceptionally mobile on the ground, in the trees, and in the water, preying on birds, amphibians, and small mammals. The near 7-foot mamba's primary weapons are its 6.5mm fangs, which are capable of delivering potent neurotoxins that lead to paralysis, organ failure, and death. Mature hyenas are wise enough to avoid tackling this deadly reptile, but sometimes hyena clans can set up camp and use burrows in the wrong neighborhood, leaving cubs vulnerable. Curious cubs unaware of the danger may approach a mamba playfully, ignoring its menacing warnings. When threatened, the snake raises the front third of its body and displays the dark inside of its mouth. If the warning doesn't work, the snake will strike and deliver its deadly poison. Mambas are very fast, and they can bite multiple times. Black mamba venom can easily drop an adult hyena within hours. Number 7. Giraffe. The tallest land animal on Earth may look like a gentle giant, but this is far from reality. Africa is home to 9 subspecies of giraffe, Giraffe camelopardalis, which are distributed among various parts of the continent south of the Sahara. They generally dwell in sparse woodlands where their beloved acacia trees thrive. Giraffes spend most of their day browsing leaves, twigs, and fruit. Standing up to 19 feet tall and weighing up to 2,000 pounds or more, few animals can mess with adult giraffes. They are capable of spotting danger from miles away in the daytime. They can run surprisingly quickly, and they can sleep standing up. They are also formidable fighters. When fighting each other, giraffes use their lengthy necks as whips and butt their heads into each other's bodies. They possess two horn-like ossicones to deliver maximum damage. When fighting something smaller, like a lion or hyena, they employ their massive hooves. A kick or a stomp from a giraffe can deliver devastating damage to any predator. Hyenas generally know better than to tackle an adult giraffe in its prime. They will generally go after injured or sickly individuals, as well as young calves. Naturally, mama giraffes won't sit idly by and watch pesky hyenas attack their babies. Mother giraffes will kill anyone who threatens their calves with no hesitation. Number 6. Elands. Elands are massive antelopes that live in sub-Saharan Africa. There are two distinct species, the common eland, Tarotragus oryx, and the giant eland, Tarotragus derbianus, and both species have multiple subspecies. The common eland is the more common of the two, making its home in the savannas, scrublands, and even deserts of southern Africa. Both species range between 650 to 2,200 pounds in weight, with males being larger than females. They stand between 50 and 72 inches at the shoulder. These numbers make elands the largest extant antelope species. They are widely revered among native African cultures, with many families and royal lineages claiming them as banners or totems. The mighty eland is also a formidable fighter in the face of danger. Armed with spiral horns, male and female elands can easily deliver mortal wounds to predators like hyenas and wild dogs. Mothers are especially defensive of calves, and they will risk their own lives to protect them. A female eland and a calf faced with hungry hyenas will usually have the backing of a herd, making them an even more intimidating prospect. Number 5. Zebra. Zebras, Equus gravi, quagga, and zebra, are a common delicacy for hyenas, and clans routinely bring them down and feast for days at a time. However, the striped equids occasionally fight back, especially against a lone hyena. Zebra stallions are notoriously aggressive at the best of times, and they will not hesitate to attack predators that threaten their females and foals. They are big, fast, and possess dangerous teeth and hooves. Females will also form protective circles around the young in case any predators get past the charging stallion. A lone hyena would definitely need to call reinforcements when faced with such a barrier. Number 4. Cheetah. Cheetahs, Acinonyx, are incredible hunters that dwell on the plains of Africa. These elegant felines are the fastest animals on land, reaching speeds of 75 miles per hour. However, to attain such speeds, cheetahs have had to compromise on bulk. Their slender frames mean they are susceptible to bullying by lions, hyenas, and leopards. They are routinely driven away from their kills by the bigger predators, being left with nothing after exerting vital energy. That said, cheetahs get their revenge by ruthlessly murdering their rivals' young. They will not hesitate to kill litters of unattended hyena cubs. Coalitions of male cheetahs can even drive away the few babysitting adults so they can exterminate the next generation of food thieves. Number 3. Leopard. Like cheetahs, leopards, Panthera pardus, are usually bullied by lions or hyena packs out of well-earned meals. The smaller females usually avoid any confrontation with adult hyenas, but they do kill unprotected hyena cubs. Male leopards, on the other hand, are larger and bolder. A male leopard will usually fancy its chances against a lone adult hyena. Armed with brutal canines, razor-sharp claws, and lightning reflexes, a leopard can maneuver its way to a hyena's throat and suffocate it. Number 2. Buffalo. African buffaloes, Syncerus caffer, are mighty beasts that generally prefer to live peacefully among their herds. However, they can choose violence when the need arises. Standing at up to 5'7" at the shoulder and weighing up to 2,000 pounds, a buffalo represents at least a week's supply of meat and marrow for hyenas. But that feast doesn't come easy. Even as a pack, hyenas seldom kill adult buffaloes. They usually target injured and sickly individuals or simply wait to scavenge a lion kill. Hyenas will also go after calves and immature members of a buffalo herd. However, buffaloes have a strong sense of family. The herd will rally around a mother and calf or any other vulnerable herd member, forming an imposing wall of muscle, horns, and attitude. A single buffalo can easily gore a hyena with its horns, toss it into the air with its neck muscles, or trample it with its robust hooves. A herd can do much worse. Buffaloes will also go after hyena cubs if they find them. Number 1. Lion. Lions, Panthera leo, are without a doubt the hyena's eternal nemesis. The big cats compete for the same prey and their territories overlap. They scavenge off each other, kill each other's young, and generally live rent-free in each other's heads. While hyenas boast cunning in greater numbers, the lion has sheer size and power. One-on-one, there is no doubt that a lion would come out on top, but battles between the two species are rarely one-on-one. Hyena packs are generally bolder when facing off against solo or a handful of lionesses. With enough numbers, they will harass and nip at a lioness, causing fatigue that facilitates a killing blow. However, when faced with much larger male lions, hyenas have little choice but to accept their place beneath the king of beasts. It can take as many as 20 hyenas to stand a chance against a single pride male in his pomp, and double that if he rules with a brother. Male lions will kill with no mercy. When faced with a pride of up to 20 adult lions, hyenas stand no chance. They either run or die trying. Bonus: African wild dog. Besides lions, Lycaon pictus, aka the African wild dog, is the hyena's chief rival. The dogs, often mistaken for hyenas themselves, are fellow pack hunters of extreme cunning and tenacity. They are endurance athletes who can track prey for days without breaking a sweat. For the most part, the much larger hyenas can drive them off their kills, since dog packs usually have fewer than 10 adults. However, occasionally wild dog packs get big, with even as many as 50 to 100 individuals strong. This is usually a response to booming numbers of migratory prey like springbok. 100 dogs is enough to give even lions and hyenas pause. Many solo hyenas have fallen victim to these megapacks, with the dogs employing the same tactics hyenas themselves use to kill isolated lions. Dog packs are also known to sniff out hyena dens and butcher cubs.